Okay, I'm taking advantage of this rare opportunity. As you can see, it's snowing out. It doesn't snow very often in West Texas. And I just want to let you know that I've started another channel called American War Bow Society, SW, for Southwest. And in that channel I'll be detailing how to make Neolithic style war bows. A very high poundage type longbow used for warfare. And I'll be using a local material called ash juniper. I may explore other materials. I may make some longbows as well, but I'll be focusing mainly on war bows from the Neolithic period of Europe. And if you would like to contribute any kind of videos or ideas to my channel, feel free to do so. Send me messages, and hopefully if I can figure it out, there'll be a link to my channel somewhere on this video. Thanks. Okay, I'm going to show you how I make one of these arrow straightening tools. The one I've used in the previous videos is made of mulberry. You can see the hardwood and the sapwood, and also in this notch. The notch is actually a hole I drilled with a 1/2 inch bit. The overall length is 11 inches, and the width varies from 1 inch to 1 1/8 inches. I'm going to duplicate it with a juniper branch. I took my bandsaw and sawed off a branch that was sticking out from the side here. But I'll be removing the bark and everything, but I'm going to drill the channel or the notch first. Now on these tools, I prefer to have a bend in the tool, so when I hold it, my fingers are clear from the shaft. But not too far away. And this angle is about 45 degrees. But it doesn't have to be perfect, and you can experiment with different things. I'm going to use a 1/2 inch spade bit. I think they call this a spade bit. Let's see if I can show you the number. Okay, so the hole starts right about there. I'm going to start right about there, off to the side a little bit. Just starting it right there. I'm going to be drilling through. Should be coming out at an angle about a 45, or maybe a little more than a 45. A little too close to the edge there, so I'm going to angle it a little bit into the wood. So what the idea is to have a hook portion on top here to hold that chute, so it doesn't slip out when you're bending on the top and the bottom. I think I said this was 11 inches long. Just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. So on this one, I started going a little bit too close to the edge. I'm going to go more inward. And this really should be done in a vise. So I'm going to cut it off here and then come back to it in the next video. Okay, the spade bit's pretty aggressive, so it tore a little bit. But I think it can still be used. And yeah, I think we can still use it. I'm going to put it on the belt sander, sand it down, and if I don't have enough wood here on the top, I'm just going to use a different type of bit, a regular drill bit, and make this deeper. But I think you get the idea. I'll show you when it's finished. I'm sure you all know how to remove the bark and use sandpaper to finish this out. After I finish drilling, I'll just sand it with sandpaper. And I typically use the same type of sandpaper that I use on my belt sander. It is a, in this case, it's a 40 grit aluminum oxide. That's what I use on my sander. I use a 40 grit about 90% of the time. Okay.
This is just a roll of the sanding paper. I rolled it up the long way. I ripped a piece off and then rolled it up the long way. I'm just trying to remove a lot of this material there. If you can see, the hole is not straight through. I need to remove some from here. And I sanded this part a little bit. We may run into some problems with this, but it looks okay. Suppose I could take a carving gouge and gouge that out, but I'm just going to continue on with the sandpaper. It's rolled up the long ways. Just some sander paper. Going to test it out here. Yeah, I definitely need to remove more material here so it would hook onto the shaft better. I mean, it works right there, but it slips out here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to remove more of this material here and then come back. Okay, I just want to show you the completed arrow straightening tool. This is the juniper branch. And as you can see, I removed quite a bit of material from the upper part here. And that was so that I could create enough of a hook